the Big Brothers bit on the side.
Wow, what on earth just happened on the main show?
I know, it's possibly one of the most explosive Big Brothers we've ever seen, and here is an exclusive look at the house being told about Daily's departure.
This is Big Brother. Housemates, Daily has been removed from the Big Brother house due to a breach of the Big Brother rules. Daily will not be returning to the house.
Bullshit.
Rubbish.
Yeah, of course it is.
One housemate should pack all of Daily's belongings and deliver them to the storeroom.
Bullshit.
I don't believe it.
This is not a joke, housemates.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I just don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
There's nothing he said that's breaching the
There's
rules.
nothing he said that's breached the rules.
Nothing.
Did he say?
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know, because you've been with him all the
Did he
last
say
2
anything
days.
to you in there that could have breached the rules?
No, well,
There's
like, how
nothing
do I
that
know
you
what the
said
rules
that
are?
you don't
I
There is
believe that.
I don't believe that at all.
I don't believe
Not
it.
one bit.
Neither do I.
No, I don't think any of us believe it.
He will turn up again next
he'll
week
go
or
for a
so.
couple of days and then come back.
Housemates, to reiterate, this is not a joke. This is a serious announcement and Big Brother would like you to treat it accordingly. Daily has been removed from the Big Brother house due to a breach of the Big Brother rules. Daily will not be returning to the house.
What do you do then?
Could one housemate please pack all of Daily's belongings and deliver them to the
Who's going to do
storeroom?
that?
We'll all do it.
You are free to leave the sofas.
Oh, that is such a lie.
We'll be catching up with everything that happened after Daily left a little later on.
Yeah, but right now, let's meet the panel. A bit of a gear change.
Yeah.
First up, he's an Aussie actor who's come all the way from down under. He starred in Home and Away and appeared in Neighbours.
love him.
But tonight, he's reached the pinnacle of Channel 5's programming output by appearing on this very show. Please welcome Scott Major!
G'day, g'day. Our next guest is a man who once claimed to have never heard of William Shakespeare, and he thought the moon was bigger than the universe. And do you know what? That's the kind of intelligence that gains you a place on this panel. It's the king of BBA, Brian Bell!
And finally, she's a South London singing sensation who was spotted and signed up by Gary Barlow.
Do you know what? He was going to sign me up.
Yeah, and you said no? Yeah, right. Tonight, we need you 100%. It's AME! So, right, without further ado, let's talk about tonight's show. An explosive episode, I think you'll all agree. Now, as you just saw, today, Daly was removed from the house. So, Scott, hi.
Hi.
Are you disappointed to see him leave so soon, Daly?
Well, I think he should have gone.
Right.
I think I'm going to miss seeing the flirting. I'm going to miss seeing him totally ruin his whole life. It was fun to watch.
Well then, I mean, that is one thing to miss, the romance, potential romance in there, but now it's gone. Amy, brilliant to have you on the show. Was it always a bad idea, do you think, to put Daly and Hazel together in the safe house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, blatantly. I think in terms of viewing, it's the perfect thing because obviously everyone knows they fancy each other.
Yeah.
And it's like it shouldn't happen, but it did, and then it went a bit left, and yeah, it was really bad, but really good at the same time.
Exactly. We wanted to see the sexual tension, but nothing else. And Brian, how do you think the house will react now that he's gone?
I don't feel they're going to react very well to that because I think at the end of the day, when something massive like that happens and someone... Because that says to them, wait a minute, we've got to really watch our behaviour now because if we step out of line, Big Brother's not messing about, they're just kicking you out.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't believe him. I mean, you just said.
But that goes to show, though, because Big Brother's pulled so many stints over the years and so many stunts that they're just thinking, wait a minute, Big Brother, no, we don't believe you, whatever. And it's like, no, actually, we're serious. Because you can't treat a woman like that, whether you're joking, play fighting or not. A guy should know not to put his hands up round a woman's throat. That's just wrong.
Yeah. Well, what do you lot think, eh?
Well, listen, Daily's actions were deemed a breach of the Big Brother rules, and Big Brother has acted accordingly. But how do you guys think the house is going to react with him not being in there no more? Be shocked. We'll be shocked.
Well, everyone's liked Daly, and they've tried, obviously, to match him.
It does seem a little bit out of the blue, the whole thing that's happened, let's be honest.
Oh, as out the blue, totally out the blue.
Yeah,
but they're going to be shocked. But it's secrets and lies, so that's why they think.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
It's
Big Brother's
a lie.
played with them enough, let's be fair.
Hazel was so sneaky, though. She was just sitting there going, I don't know, I don't know.
Do you know what the thing is? I think we don't want to dwell too much on what has happened and the reasons why and stuff like that. But, you know, Big Brother has acted accordingly. But we will find out more about this situation as the night goes on. So stay tuned to see the fallout from Daly's exit later on in today's news. Now, let's move on to the interview task. Let's lighten it up in here, yeah? Hazel enjoyed interrogating the housemates and accused Gina of being fake. Do you agree with Hazel? Gina fans in the audience.
We love Gina. Gina is the only housemate in there that's being honest and says it how it is. This is why we love Gina. Gina to win.
She has had the biggest turnaround, I think. She has got nothing to lose. You are right. You are right. Listen, pipe down, I'm about to read something. Listen, Gina retaliated and she told Hazel that she didn't like her, which I thought was great, and thought she wasn't honest. Do you think Gina's in the right?
Yes.
Tell me why. How have you been?
I've been good.
You're all right.
Gina has gone on a journey since she went in there. She went in hated and she's changed it around. They got rid of the makeup, they got rid of the eyelashes, and you started
And she got stuck in.
And she went for it.
She did.
There is no way that girl can't go to the end.
Fans of Gina.
Dexter told Gina she was smart and the favourite to win and that the rest of the housemates had actually underestimated her. So, Brian, do you agree? Do you think that Gina's been underestimated?
I think massively, because she's still there. I think we all thought by this point that she would be gone. But I think the thing is with Gina, you never really know what you're going to get. But at the same time, she always says it is like when Hazel went to her, who do you hate the most? She went, Hazel, to her face without blinking. And I thought, the woman's like a witch. She's like a witch round a cauldron, just trying to go, yeah, I don't like this person, I don't like that person. You're a bitch, man. Why am I a bitch? I'm saying you're a bitch. Like, come on now, we need more of that. She needs to click her fingers as well while she's doing it.
There you go. I said by Brian. AME, how has she managed to turn it around and almost become a favourite to win?
Just by keeping it real. Just by keeping it real. I think so. Yeah. I think she's very, very, very honest. And I think that's why she's kind of, like, had spats with some of the housemates. And I think Hazel is a little bit, like, fake and a little bit like, oh, I'm pretty, so therefore I should act like, you know, But I think...
You dislike Hazel?
I don't dislike her at all. I don't dislike her at all, but I just think Gina's just, like, a bit too real, almost.
Yeah.
So, like, the housemates, they don't really know how to deal with her honesty, but I love it. She's, like, straight to the point.
See, this word real just keeps cropping up again and again and again. I mean, define real. I don't even know.
Did you not like that in the interview, though, where there's, like, she having a... I thought, like, that is an advert to never hire Gina. Anyone is like... She's just sitting there like, so what do you think? I'm real? So I'll come into any chicken restaurant and be rude to people if you will hire me.
Oh, my gosh. Terrible. Brilliant. Now, Scott, do you think that Gina could win?
I don't like Gina at all.
This is what I need to hear. No, tell me why. Tell me why. I'm interested, Scott.
I think she's everything that's bad about the world. She's...
Harsh words.
Yeah,
Come on,
I
back it up.
think she's more about her looks and her clothes and they're lining her shoes up under the bed and doing all that kind of thing. And when she moved out of the safe house with Dexter, can you get my bag? Get my bag, and can you do this, and can you do that? And then felt like, why should I move back into that other house with the other people?
Exactly. Put yourself above everyone else.
She couldn't lie to Hazel. If it was who do you hate the most, she's made it very open and cler that she hates Hazel. So if she had lied in that point...
That's why she's real, because she made it clear.
I know what you mean. There is a way to say that you dislike someone, or there is a way to be real without being rude all the time.
Yes, absolutely.
And maybe that's why Sally Axel got the boot as early as she did.
Yeah, true say. I mean, I've got to be fair, you know, we've said it before on the show. Sally was a great housemate, may have gone too soon, and I think the public have learnt their mistake and they're keeping Gina in at the moment. Maybe a bit of a silly question with this audience, but do we love Gina? There's a lot of love for Gina in this room, but I've just heard a no behind me and I've got to go here. Why not?
The first week she was in, everyone hated her.
Yeah.
She was being herself.
I think we all thought Gina was the safe bet to go first week.
Yeah, she was being herself. And also, when she realised that no one likes her, she's changed.
But do we
And now
think?
she's being...
But do we think that's her being? Do we think that's her being disingenuine, or do we think that's her going? Do you know what? I'm going to get stuck in now, and I'm going to have a go.
She's never had to do nothing for herself, so when she's gone in the house, she thought everyone else would do it, and they didn't, so she had to do it, and that's what's changed her. It's made her who she is now.
She has had a change, AJ.
She's changed, and everyone changes. Now, the bizarre love triangle between Charlie, Callum and Dexter took another turn. Brian, do you feel sorry for Callum?
Do you know what? Yes and no. I think Callum went in there thinking, I'm going to be the man of the house, I'm going to be the geezer, I'm the cheeky chappy. He's got on there and thought, none of the birds fancy him, no one's really into him, and no one's laughing at his jokes. So at the moment, he's feeling like a proper wet fish, and he's just feeling a bit sorry for himself.
I know. I mean, I saw him, that scene on the toilet when he was crying.
Oh, they feel for him there.
That was too much.
No.
That was too much. I thought,
understand.
has he just had a really disappointing poo, or is he actually... It happens sometimes!
Come on,
I know how to lower the tone. Now, AME, can Charlie trust either Callum or Dexter?
Do you know what?
Would you if you were Charlie?
Probably not. Probably not, because Callum's just, like, it's all too much. Like, he's just over-emotional. I don't know whether I'm seeing it like that, but I feel like you've been in the house not that long, you haven't known her that long. How are you already in love with her and so infatuated?
Don't you realise they're on a level, they're in tune.
No, but it's not that deep. I don't think it's that deep. He's just...
He's so deep. He's so deep.
He's so deep. Well, listen, I think he's deep in it at the minute. Dexter, he's openly admitted he's played a bit of a game since the beginning. Do we think Dexter is playing a game with Charlie? Why?
I don't know.
Oh, you've bored me now.
Dexter's playing the game, but we all have to agree that actually he's playing it in the best way ever, because I think he's not actually being nasty about it. He's actually trying to keep the game up, and he's actually going around trying to get everybody, like, hyper up, you know, and if it wasn't for Dexter, the place would be boring.
Yeah.
It would be boring.
Can I just say, loving curls tonight as well. Loving the curls. Now, listen, as much as I'd love to spend all night chatting to you lot, that's all right, darling. Sorry about your toe. Went straight into it. I'm afraid that is it for now.
Don't you worry, we'll be back with another bundle of top-notch exclusives. Plus, we'll be analysing the housemates' behaviour with Dr. Pam Spear. See you in a more.
Bye-bye.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Bits on the Side. And just like Gina, we're not fake. We don't bum-lick anyone, and the main show has been underestimating us since day one. Isn't that right? Yeah! But for now, I'm pleased to welcome back behaviour expert Dr. Pam Spear. Dr. Pam, so good to see you. I've missed you.
I've missed you, and I'm loving the new hair.
Oh,
gorgeous.
Thank you. Fishing for me a compliment, but let's crack on because we've got so much to talk about. Let's kick things off with that love triangle between Dexter, Charlie and Callum. What's the deal? Does Dexter actually like her?
Oh, he likes her as a friend. But let me tell you what's really going on. There is no way he has romantic feelings for her. He is doing classic social face-saving.
Right.
He's sashayed into the house. The man who had thousands of conquests, you know, he's got so many notches on his bedpost, the bed is going to collapse. You know, he's the date coach to 1,000 guys, you know. Hey, I date coach part-time, and I wouldn't recommend his techniques. And, you know, he's also the guy who managed strippers. He's the sugar daddy.
Yeah.
He hasn't pulled a pint in a pub. You know, he couldn't do it. He just can't pull anybody. He's had no attention. So to save face, he's been going from woman to woman to woman. It started with Hazel on the first night, went to Jemima. Oh, you're the older woman I could get up to stuff with that younger women can't. Didn't work, went back to Hazel. Now he's been focusing on Charlie because he's desperate to have some female action to prove all this stuff that he went in there saying about himself.
Oh, dear. He can talk the talk, but he's not walking the walk.
No.
He's not. Well, you know, he has said that he's a little bit concerned that he might be coming across as a womaniser. Is he a womaniser?
OK, he needs... oh, there go my notes. He needs a reality check because the thing is, he's quite complex when it comes to the trait of self-awareness.
Right.
So he's very self-aware when it comes to, like, the housemates that he knows that don't like him. He knows why they don't like him. but he's got no self-awareness. He's scored very low on that trait when it comes to women. He's got this massive blind spot. So it's ludicrous for him to suggest he's a womanizer. He's very asexual when it comes to his actual contact with women.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's asexual too.
Exactly. And he just, you know, there's no sexual chemistry with any of them.
Yeah, no one. No men, no women. Asexual. How does his flirting... How does his flirting compare with Callum's?
Well, Callum could date coach him. To be honest, Callum is quite a natural flirt.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought he's demonstrating rubbish flirting techniques.
No, he's animated whenever he sees Charlie. He's got that glint in his eye. He's got a bit of the cheeky banter. You know, he's got the massage. Like, he's the massage king.
Yeah.
Let's face it, ladies, who doesn't love a guy who can massage? Yay!
Yeah,
I love it. And so he's got all those things going for him on the flirty side, which, of course, Dexter doesn't have any of those things going for him.
Exactly. Well, let's take a look.
It's kind of a, yeah, you got it. OK. This essential massage as opposed to a deep tissue massage, yeah.
You're the person that I've actually got feelings for.
Everyone's in love with Hazel.
No, me, Callum in love with you. Fucking...
No, that's bollocks. Don't believe any of it, and plus you're not. I don't want to hear it.
Every guy in this house has said, your rear end, if I'm honest. I've had a few of these. I'm just, no, Charlie...
Your rear end, to be honest. Would that pull you?
No, it wouldn't pull me, but it's better than Dexter when we're comparing them. Dexter's absolutely flat and he doesn't give any of those signals. So all credit to Callum. You know, if only he had a bit more confidence, he could pull it off.
Really? Do you think... So Callum's actions are genuine. His feelings are all genuine, do you think?
Oh, he's been consistent about his feelings from Charlie right from the start. There's been none of this, so, you know, we expected Jack the lad. No, he didn't sort of go from, you know, from Sally to Hazel to Charlie. He's stayed consistent. He's shown caring behaviour, really demonstrated real fondness, affection and sexual attraction. So, no, I believe he has genuine feelings for her.
Oh, well, good luck to him there. Good luck. Now,
the timing's not right. She's not ready for him.
Well, I mean... How is Charlie dealing with all of this male attention that she's getting?
Well, she's not dealing with it well, and she'd be the first to admit that right now she's got problems with her identity, and she said something to that effect the other day. So when you have problems with your identity, you don't know how you're feeling about things yourself, let alone when other people are giving you attention. Now, of course, it's nice to get that attention. It's quite flattering, but she uses this really interesting defense mechanism. What she does is she kind of analyzes their behaviour towards her. So she looks at Dexter and she says, you know, you've got 50% good traits, you've got 50% bad traits. Same with Callum. It's kind of like, Callum, I don't know who you are. And that protects her from analysing her own behaviour. So she uses this outward defence mechanism when really she needs to kind of think more about, I've got the intuition here. I don't fancy either of them, so why do I really care? Why don't I just be straight with them, tell them, don't fancy you, doesn't matter what you're doing. She needs to find that kind of confidence, but she doesn't have that right now.
Oh, no! All these people! Weak! Let's move on to the other battle going on in the house, which is Gina versus Hazel. Why are those two clashing?
I'll tell you why, because they're almost mirror reflections of each other. They are classic queen bees. There's only room for one queen bee in that hive in there, let me tell you. And queen bees are very different to alpha females. Now, if they were alpha females, they'd be kind of nurturing, guiding the whole group. They'd get a lot of attention, so they like the attention, but they'd be using it for the right reasons. A queen bee, on the other hand, is self-focused. They're very determined. They're quite independent. They don't think of the whole group. Even when they're doing, like, the tasks, and both Gina and Hazel have done really well with their tasks, especially the kind of yucky tasks. So they've shown that they've got that strength. But it's all about kind of them rather than the whole group. Queen bees are going to lock heads. They're always going to have that sort of problem between them.
That's interesting. So they're quite similar, then?
They are. They're surprisingly similar. They're personality traits.
So if they're so similar, will they ever get on? Surely. They must like something about the other person.
Well, you know, if Hazel and Sally hadn't have kind of paired off in that first week, potentially Gina could have paired off with Hazel, and they could have been a really powerful duo. And I think now that Hazel, of course, has had the upset of the to-do day in the house, she may be a bit more insecure and maybe be a bit more friendly to Gina. But they're still both classic queen bees, and let me tell you, AJ, they'll only be friends if it benefits both of them. You see what I mean? So if it benefits both of them, then we might see them being friends.
Well, I wonder who's going to get all the honey and be the real queen
Are we
bee.
going to fight it out?
Not us. Please give it up for Dr. Pam Spears. Thank you. Insightful as ever. Now, time to head over to the phone room with Rylanese. Rylan!
Right, people, it is phone room time, and I can tell you these phones have been ringing off the hook. So let's get straight into it. Who've we got on line one?
We have Billy King from North Wales.
Oh, Billy King's back. What's your chat, Bill?
What do you mean he's back?
Oh, I remember you from last time, Bill.
How can you forget me?
Carnage. Are you all right?
I'm all right, how are you?
I'm not bad.
That shirt, by the way. I do love that shirt. Can I have it, Rylan?
I'll send it to you in the post, Bill.
No, don't forget. I'll hold you to that.
All right, deal. What's your chat?
I'm just thinking, I'm quite shocked, to be honest with you. I want to be light-hearted, but it's difficult to be light-hearted, isn't it?
100%.
I'm just wondering, if you were in that situation in there, Rylan, when you were in there, and somebody put you in a safe room and somebody grabbed you like that and started saying things, how would you feel?
I think the only thing that I can really say to that, Bill, is I wasn't in there and that didn't happen to me. I think anyone would react to that how they react naturally to it, you know. It's not a normal thing to happen to people. But I think we watched this earlier, me and the crew, and when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I think it was just a bit of banter. Then I watched it again and I was like, oh, no, I think he has overstepped the mark. Then I was like, well, hang on, was that more a bit of role-play? I don't know. I really didn't know. And I still don't know. But, you know, Bill, at the end of the day, I'm not Big Brother, and Big Brother's made that decision. And, you know, Daly's been removed from the house. So if Big Brother deemed it to be unacceptable and it's a breach of the rules, then there's no other choice that...
I'm wondering how Hazel's going to change now. Who's she going to get involved with now?
Do you think she's going to get involved with someone else now, Bill?
I think she's got to find somebody now because she's on her last leg.
Do you reckon? Do you think that that was all just the story she was trying to portray?
I don't know. It's difficult because she seems to be playing mind games.
Yeah. I don't know, Bill. Well, the audience seem to agree by the sounds of it. Bill, thanks for your phone call, and I'll send the shirt in the post. Oh, won't, Billy! See you later, Bill. Line 2. Who's on line 2?
We've got Tosan from Manchester.
Tosan? Tosan, what's your chat?
What's up, Rylan?
What's up, Tosan?
You right?
You all right? What's your chat, mate?
Just the first thing, Gina is running the house, as always, Queen Gina for the win.
Queen Gina.
And just for another thing, I do think that Hazel is playing the game. I mean, I don't condone the fact that Daly put his hand on Hazel. That's totally unacceptable. But Hazel afterwards said to Daly that she wasn't offended by it. If she said he was offended, I'm sure Daly would have apologised and everything, but she lied and then said to Big Brother that she felt offended by it. And the cause of that, she got Daly kicked out, so she killed two.
Do you know what, Tosan? Like I've said, I really do feel strongly about this, and I feel that there's two sides to every story. But we have spoken about this, and we've got some more exclusives coming up in the show. So let's talk about Gina. You're saying that she's the run of the house, the queen of the house. How do you think she's had this turnaround?
Well, I think it's because when she first came into the house, when she clashed with Sally, everyone saw her as the rich girl who's spoiled and doesn't really care. But
a lot of us thought she'd be out first.
Exactly, but as time went on, she kind of, you know, showed change and her progress, and it's good to see that when you come to the Big Brother house, you can see yourself in the mirror and then change as you go along. And at the end of the day, everything she said about people, she said it directly to their face, and she hasn't hid it behind anyone.
Do you think she can win?
Hell yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah! Well, what do we love on this show? We love a journey, don't we? We love a journey. Tosan, thanks for your call. Speak to you soon.
See you in a bit.
Take care, mate. Line 3.
Elaine from Grangemouth.
All right, Elaine, what's your chat?
By the way, loving you, big fan of your island.
Oh, I'm a big fan of you, Elaine.
Hi. Same as the first two callers, really shocked about what's happened tonight.
Yeah.
Totally shocked.
I think everyone is.
Yeah, sorry to see Daly go. I think he's definitely been played by Hazel.
Do you know what, Elaine? I think there's definitely two sides to this story. I've spoke to a lot of people today on the team, around the village, and a lot of people saying, no, it was right that he went because someone shouldn't grab a woman like that. Then other people are saying, well, you know, she was giving us good back and it all started because she pulled down his trousers, you know. So I think there's two sides to every story.
Appreciate that, but can I just say about
you know,
Gina,
at the end of the day, Elaine...
I love Gina and Dexter as well. So.
Yeah, well, listen, let's talk about Gina and Dexter because, you know what? We've touched on it with Gina. Dexter, again, had a bit of a turnaround as well.
Definitely. I feel sorry for him. No, Gina is absolutely fantastic. I think when she you know, the first task that she had, she actually turned it around for herself. As you say, she didn't get on very well at the beginning, but when she took the first task on the wheel with an ice, that did it for me.
Do you know what, Elaine? I was talking earlier with our producer, Dave, and I said this is the very first year, and I think the only year, that it's changing day by day who is the front runner. Do you know what I mean?
I think you're absolutely correct, and it's an absolutely fantastic show this year.
Thank you, Elaine, and I hope you're enjoying it. And keep watching, Elaine.
I will do.
Lots of love. Take care, Elaine.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you to all my callers tonight. Right, we're done for part 2, but still to come. Blue Peter gardener Chris Collins heads up into the house to check out on the housemates' horticultural skills. We'll see you after this. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Now, do you know what? I know how Charlie must be feeling to be in this love triangle because I've got AJ on one side and I've got Emma Willis pestering me on the other. I know, but I hate to bake it to both of you, babe, but you're barking up the wrong tree.
Well, you know, I don't care. You know, just as long as I can be your bit on the side, I'm happy.
Oh, babe, you'll always be my bit on the side. Just don't tell Willis. Now it's time to see what happened when we snuck Blue Peter gardener Chris Collins into the house to have a dig around with his tools.
Well, I've rooted around some famous gardens in my time. Westminster Abbey, Kew, and of course Blue Peter. But I've been watching this series of Big Brother and I'm a bit worried they're neglecting their veg patch, so I'm off to see what condition it's in. Wow, this is really exciting. I'm actually in the Big Brother garden and it's 7 o'clock in the morning, so I have to be very quiet. It's the only time the producers will let us in. Housemates are all sleeping, so let's go and have a look at the vegetables. Well, this is the first time they've had a vegetable plot in the Big Brother garden since Series 4, when John Tiggle looked after it, so let's see how this one's getting on. And to be honest, straight away I can see this is bone dry, considering how hot it's been at the moment. As you can see, we've had a couple of casualties here. I can see the golden rule of gardening isn't being carried out here because obviously you need to weed. And I've got quite a lot of chickweed in here, and this grasses as well, and this should all be weeded out. It's not a big job, but it should be getting done. I don't like to see all these gaps. You know, you should be growing non-stop. This should be full of herbs, maybe cut and come against salad. So repeat sowing would be a good idea. Oh, this is a good site. I like this. The good old runner beans. They're great plants and they're tough as well, so they're not too much trouble for the housemates. Love this red flower, but these will start producing beans very shortly. And as long as the housemates pick them regularly, they'll crop all the rest of the time they're in the house. Good plant. Now, you can't lose with potatoes, really. Everyone likes them, but these are just starting to go over. So my recommendation is once they're dug out in the next couple of weeks or the next week, get them filled again. Make sure you keep the beds productive. Big crop of tomatoes has come in there. Not too many strawberries at the moment. Don't know whether they're getting eaten as they go, they usually do. So here's my rundown of the worst and the best gardeners in the house. Hazel is the worst. She just uses it as a sun trap all day. Charlie, Jackie, Dan and Daly work in here, but all they do is work out. And the gold medal goes to Callum and Dexter, who actually spend the most time doing actual gardening work. Well, all in all, the housemates aren't doing that bad. Just give it half an hour every day. First thing in the morning, make sure you walk to the base of the plants, maybe do a bit of liquid feeding, and these beds will produce vegetables.
You've got to love a dry lettuce, haven't you? A bit of dry lettuce. Let me just say, how good is it to have AME on the panel tonight? I love you. How are you? Are you all right?
I'm good.
Lovely night?
Although, guys, this is awkward. My nose is like...
Oh, no, is she going to sneeze?
Hay fever nose.
Hay fever
nose. Oh, babe, I've been suffering.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
As have we all. Now, what have you been up to? Have you been touring?
I have been. I've been on tour with Jessie J.
Oh,
you little
she has been on tour with Jessie J. You doing any festivals this summer?
I just did Wireless, which was incredible.
She did Wireless! Barlow must be proud. Barlow must be proud.
I hope he's
well, look, you've got a new tune out, so let's have a look at that.
Let's do it.
say on that is I want my sparkly pink catsuit back. OK. Top tune, babe. Loving the song. Right, back to Big Brother. The House have been nominating all afternoon, and here is an exclusive peek at what they had to say.
He's like a Jekyll and Hyde figure at the moment. 1 minute he's really nice, and then the next minute he's like swearing all the time and stuff.
He's kind of becoming more and more sensitive, but at the same time, I think that he is playing a game.
Inconsiderate. She does sulk a lot, and you know, I think she is a bit spoilt.
I just don't get you, I don't like you, I don't understand what you're thinking, and you switch on people like that.
Fuck, this is so stupid. I didn't think it was going to be this hard to nominate people.
Insensitive.
Oh, you don't start to do me head, you know.
I found him quite frustrating, confusing, and sort of. I've got irritated with him. He is a very flippant character and personality. You can't gauge what he's going to do. Rude.
We chit-chat, but there's no closeness there, and there won't be.
He can be the loveliest person in the world, but sometimes he comes over a bit bulldozerish.
I don't trust that he is the person that he is portraying in the house.
He's been Mr. Nice Guy, and then all of a sudden he's changed like that. Now he's acting like Biggie Big Bollocks.
Just doesn't give people time sometimes, wants to be a part of everything.
Arrogant.
Can't bring myself to trust him again.
Oh, I don't want to do it. I don't know.
Ignorant.
He's being too manipulative and he's trying to be too clever and too smart.
I think she takes herself too seriously, like.
Every name under the sun.
I'm still of the opinion that she doesn't bring anything to the house.
At the end of the day, it gets to a point where you have to nominate people you like.
Wow. Wow. Rude. Ignorant. Every name under the sun. Well, I think this calls for a lighting change and some dramatic music, please.
Bring it on. I love it when it does that. I really love that.
Well, let's head over to Big Brother, who'll reveal who faces eviction this week.
They get evicted in short.
This is Big Brother.
Good.
The housemates nominated for eviction are
Scared again.
Callum, and Dexter,
And
Gina.
of course.
And Jackie.
So.
And
Jack and Joe.
What? What?
the fuck.
This will happen to me.
And these 5 housemates will face the public vote this week.
Okay, I was going to be up this way. It was
How
obvious.
did you know that?
It was obvious. You're right.
That's nearly everybody.
I just think Jack and I became an easy target. Wolfie went.
I think.
I knew we would. I knew we would.
Certain people, I think, know it's easy to vote for us. But I, can't, I really want to say who, but I can't because I'm not allowed to get
Just don't say it now because don't get in trouble.
But Dexter at the end. When he was,
I know in my heart of hearts, you will not go. That's why I'm not worried at all.
And then Joe.
So, to confirm, the housemates up for eviction this week are Callum,
Yay!
Dexter,
Yay!
Gina,
Yay!
Jackie, and Jack and Joe. I can't believe it. No, let's get these lights up. Let's get these lights up. I'm a bit like this.
I know, Jackie Travers is up. Can you believe it?
Callum's
Ryland's
up.
going to be gutted.
Callum's going.
So, are the right housemates up
Yes.
first?
Yes.
Right, right. Who's got me? Who's going to pipe up?
Sophie should be
Hit me. Oh, my word!
Sophie should be up.
Sophie should
Yes.
be up. So you're gutted? 5 people are up and you're
That's
still...
good.
You're
No,
still
that's
on
good.
board.
That's good. But Sophie should be up.
Why she should be up?
What has she done?
What
has she done?
What's she done? You've silenced everyone. You've silenced everyone. Who's happy? Who's happy that these 5 are up?
Callum's got to go. He's the most fake housemate in there, and everyone knows what he's really like. Get him out. Callum out.
Or Jackie, because then Charlie can come out of herself and something might happen between Charlie and Dexter. Charlie and Dexter.
OK, so we want to see more of Charlie. Charlie and Dexter aren't going to get together. Chill out about that.
Chill out about that. Brian, why do you think that these 5 have been put up this week?
I think because they're the people who are they're the biggest antagonists in that house. They just bring it all to the boil. But do you know who I wouldn't mind seeing going? Oh. I know they're favourites, but Jack and Joe. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm not being rude. I just feel like they're a bit like second-rate James Cordens, and I feel like we've sort of seen it all before. And I don't want them just to get to the final week. And it's just like people are having real conversations on it. Like they're actually not having articulate adult conversations.
To have become a little bit content in the house that we're all right.
Yeah, I think they've completely done that right.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think they've become like their own little gimmick, and it's like, yeah, we're sort of twins, and we do wheelbarrow racing, and we don't have to have any conversations, and we sort of get to the end, and it's just like, oh,
best
come
impression
on.
I've ever seen of the trade ever. Scott, who would you have put up this week?
Well, Gina. I think she's constantly got a sour look on her face. I've seen cats' bums with more expression, and I think you will see her. She's spoken out twice when she was backed into a corner. She's not honest. She's not straightforward. When she was in the safe house with Dexter, she was ripping everyone apart behind their backs. You've all been fooled.
We've all been fooled, according to Scott. AME, which of the 5 housemates that are up do you think should be the most worried this week?
Apart from Gina.
Yeah, yeah.
Apart from Gina, I think maybe Jackie.
You think Jackie needs to be worried this week?
Yeah, she doesn't really bring too much to the plate, apart from just sort of being Charlie's mum.
Sort of being Charlie's mum and having a broken arm.
Yeah.
I do feel a little bit sorry for Jackie Travers at the moment, only because I feel like she's really lost her mojo. She was giving it everything.
But she can't dance with that broken arm.
But who do you think should be worried? Shut up. Who should be who's going to be worried about leaving this Friday?
It's got to be Jackie, surely.
Jackie?
If she ain't dancing, she's out.
If she ain't dancing, she's out. What about you?
Jackie.
Jackie. No one likes Jackie Travers, Rylan. I don't know how you feel about this.
It's just emotional. It's just emotional for me. Right, very, very quickly down the panel. Scott, who should go Friday?
Gina.
Jack and Joe.
Jack and Joe. Amy.
Jackie.
And Jackie. Split panel. Split panel.
Audience, who do you think who should go? Jackie.
Callum, it's got to be Callum. Everyone watching, it's got to be Callum.
It's got to go. What do you think?
Callum, just for crying in the toilet. What was that
Callum, just for crying on the bog. Callum should jog on. Now, very interesting. But what do you lot think at home?
Can I just say, we're on the wrong side, so I don't like it. Over the last 24 hours, we've run a poll online to see which housemates you would nominate. Now, millions of you voted this...
Millions?
No, not millions, about 3 people. And the results are in what the public saying.
OK, so in no particular order, I can reveal that you voted for... Jackie, Jack and Joe, and Dexter.
Bang on!
Surprise.
Bang on! Bang on! That was a bit of a shocker. You got it right at home. Well done.
OK, so don't worry, the show is not over just yet.
No.
There's still loads more Big Brother exclusives to throw right at you. So don't go anywhere. See you after the break.
Welcome back to Big Brother's bit on the side. Now, things did get a little serious in the house today.
Yep, it's time for the news.
At 4:40 this afternoon, following today's shock announcement, Dan was called to the diary room for a serious chat.
This is not a joke. This is not a task. This is not a lie. This is not a secret. This is a fact. Daly has left the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
Big Brother cannot go into the reasons for him leaving the house, but it's because of a breach of rules.
Okay.
Big Brother would appreciate that if you can tell this to your housemates. Endless speculation about this will not mean Daly returns. Daly will not return to the house under any circumstances.
Okay. I feel a bit sick, but okay. And this, you're not going to make us look like mugs, and this is definitely
Big
real.
Brother can categorically...
Yeah, I believe you too.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
How do you know?
It's not a joke. I can just tell by the way they just spoke to me.
No, I don't believe him. No, I don't believe joke. No.
Guys.
So why did they call you up then?
They called me up because they said they can see I'm an influential housemate and they want me to understand that this is not a joke. I swear to you, I believe it. I hand on my heart believe it.
I don't.
Well, guys, you've got to stop speculating. They've just told me that they understand. I'm being serious.
Listen to Dan.
I'm not actually joking. I'm not
No, I want
joking.
to hear what you're going to say. I don't think you're joking.
They said there's been lots of secret tasks, secret missions, secrets and lies. This is not a secret, it's not a lie, it's not a joke, it's very serious. They can't tell us what's happened, but he's gone. So as soon as that storeroom opens, we need to pack his stuff as quickly as we can and get on with it. He's gone, he's not coming back. He's gone.
At 4:47, having heard Hazel's side of the story, Dan offered some thoughts of his own.
Look, if I'm going to be totally honest with you, I'm not surprised that this has happened in a sense. Obviously, I am at the extent of what's happened and him being kicked out. There's a couple of times I've heard him say things like, women should cook, women should do this, women... He's very much the
this morning
old
when I came
age.
out to you because I walked in, tried to put on my bikini, and I just walked in, he was like, who the fuck is that? Like, and I was like, you know it's me, it's the only person it can be. And he was just like, it's the first time I didn't answer. He's like, you rude little fucking girl, you deserve, you owe me an answer, like, you respect me enough to answer me or something, like.
This was earlier just now,
when I came out to talk to you, like.
He had a hard ride as a kid, didn't he? He didn't have it easy at all, and he's had other things that have gone on that he's not made sense of, and I think that this happening might... As much as it won't seem like it now, it might be the best thing.
I just can't believe that it got him kicked out, like. It was...
You were scared though, right?
Yeah, I was terrified.
There you go.
There you go. And finally, at 5:28 this evening, a very sombre house came to terms with Daly's departure.
Come here, let me cuddle.
He didn't deserve to go like that. He should have gone out the front.
We know he's a good guy, don't we? Great guy.
He was one of the people that I wanted to win.
Me as well.
Nothing that you can't say anything, can you, really?
I mean, you just deserve to go out.
Or I deserved at least to go out the front, yeah.
To an ovation.
All right, Dex.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Yeah, he did deserve I want him to go out the front door for his children as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Because going out the back door just affects so much, you know. If anyone should have gone, I should. If I could swap with him, I would.
Dexter, don't blame yourself. You can't blame yourself for this.
Absolutely not.
You really can't. All of us know you would if you could swap your place, but it's just not an option.
What a night. You can see more of all of that in tomorrow night's main show at 10 p.m. And that, today, is the news.
Right, let's get digital. Time for a little catch-up with Ian. Ian, can we lighten up this night?
Yes,
the audience are sitting there.
Sit down.
We want some happy thoughts.
Let's talk.
Let's forget about the whole Daily situation for now. That'll be covered in the main show tomorrow. It's
Let's
too
talk
serious.
noms.
Let's talk noms.
Nominations. Obviously, we've revealed big reaction online. All the fallout in the house. You can follow us on Twitter at BBUK Live. That's the best place to find all the fallout. Find out how everyone's reacting. What the public are saying. Maxie says, get them all out except for Gina. That would.
OK.
Well, that would leave us with a really
Gina
tiny
show.
house. Like only 5 of them left, and there's how long left?
Well, maybe I'll have to go in.
Oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you, Rylan?
Hint, hint. Stay tuned to the website tomorrow.
Stay tuned to the
details.
website tomorrow.
Tegan Rose says, surprised by Jack and Joe. What have they done to deserve being up for eviction?
Yeah, I think Jack and Joe's a bit of a surprise.
It is a shocker
touched on the panel.
But yeah, with the Noms Bum, they were top vote there as well, so it's an
There you go.
So
You got it right.
It's a very interesting one. Well,
Wrap it
thank
up.
you,
Wrap it up.
Ian.
Okay.
Great stuff. So, well, that's it for tonight. I forgot what I was doing then. Thanks to all of our guests.
That's right. Ends back tomorrow with guest Dean Sullivan, former housemate Sarah McLean, and the legend that's Anne Diamond is back.
Oh, yes. We'll see you on Friday. We will be grilling our 4th evictee. We can't bloody wait. Have a great week, people. Goodbye.
Bye.